How are you doing today? My name is Adil Sadiq, and I will be doing a presentation for my outside event of innovative venture experience, turning your dream into a business. So just some information on the event. It was held on September 19th, 2024 from 1 to 3 p.m. and it was by the Small Business Development Center of Long Beach, or the SBDC. That's an organization that's fully funded by the SBA. Essentially, our tax dollars pay for this, so all of the resources to business owners are free. All you need to do is register or reach out, and they should be able to help you out with that. So, the main purpose of this is to essentially turn your business idea into a successful venture and to make sure that you have the proper planning, the proper structure, and you pretty much start off on the right foot. So the SBDC event that I attended was the Small Business Development Center of Long Beach. And once again, this was a Zoom meeting held by Carrie Armstrong, who's a business advisor for Long Beach and Los Angeles region. So she went ahead and provided her number and her email. And she said if there's any additional stuff we need to, there's always help and assistance. So we learned quite a bit watching her presentation about how things work when starting a business. One of the lessons we learned during this whole course was choosing a business structure. So there's sole proprietorship, which is easy and inexpensive to set up. That's usually the most common one. You have a lot of control over the business. There's not as many regulations. And once again, it's passed through for taxation, so it's the same as your personal taxes, basically. The next one would be LLC, or limited liability company. The limited liability company makes it more flexible for management structures. It also has pass-through taxation, but it's more towards if you want to be taxed as a corporation also, you can do that. And it does offer more protections. So in the event that you get sued or something goes wrong, it does not fall onto the individual owner. It falls onto the limited liability company or the business. And lastly, essentially, there's the corporation S or C, which is typically a limited liability company for shareholders, and you also have the ability to raise capital and shares through this. So, very important thing we learned about was business licenses and the importance of having proper licenses. So once you create a business, you need to have the proper permits and the proper licenses in order to bring trust and credibility to your company. It's also required for specific safety and quality standards. And like I said, doing that will make sure that you stay within legal compliance to avoid penalties and legal issues. So some of the permits that we have available now are the zoning and the CUP. The zoning one's usually for like business locations. CUP is typically for needing any type of special approval. And lastly, the city permit is building permits for renovations and construction. The state and county permits are more serious, like health department or sanitation type permits, to make sure that you're following those rules and regulations. They also have that for contractor licenses and construction trades. Different funding options. There's a personal savings, so if you have your own finances, you're debt free, it's your own money, you can use it as you choose, invest in your business, but you have to balance out your business and your personal finances. It's very important. The second one is loans, so sometimes people can't facilitate funding the entire business that they have, so they tend to take out loans in order to conduct the business that they need and get the finances that they need as well. So you just need to make sure that you understand the loan terms and the repayment on that. And then the last one's investors. So there's many different angel investors or people who will, look into, getting involved with your company for a percentage share. This you lose some control, but then you also have to make sure that you align with their visions and goals too. What I learned about during this seminar was the intellectual property rights. So if you have any type of business, you have to protect your brand, you have to protect your logo. It's very important so people cannot misuse it. So trademarks typically protect brand names and logos. Patents protect inventions. So you can get a utility patent or you can get a use patent, but that protects so someone can't, steal your technology or design or invention essentially. And copyrights protect creative works. So if you have some original art piece or something that you made, that's what that's going to protect. An important key factor that we learned about too is business insurance. General liability covers accidents. Workers' compensation covers the actual employees and any type of injuries they face. So that way you're within legal compliance and you protect your employees. Commercial auto insurance covers any type of business vehicle. So it's really necessary, especially if you have any company vehicles, to avoid financial losses. Key takeaways: it's very important on planning and doing research. It helps avoid mistakes, you understand the market better, and you can set a more realistic goal. It's also very important to have a solid business foundation. So you got to make sure that you cover all the financial planning, the licenses, the legal structures that you need to start with, and then that way you can file your taxes accordingly. You can set your accounts up the right way. You can have the protection that you need. All of that would be kind of included with that. And lastly, I'm going to be applying my knowledge that I learned from this seminar, and I'll be using that to research more thoroughly and get any other DOT or FMCSA transportation licenses that I need. And then I will reach out to this group again to learn a little bit more and get more information on how to keep the structure of my business the way it needs to be, file the taxes accordingly, etc. So once again, this is a fantastic experience. I want to thank Carrie again and the SBDC. I learned a lot from this. There's many lessons to learn about setting up your business and the structure of your business and protecting your business. So there's a lot of different things to learn.